Well, hello. This is Dennis with Online with Dennis. We're working season by season, trying to get a homestead and a wine building towards something that would be greater. What I'm going to show you right now is going to be pruning of a fig tree. Fig trees have very good tasting figs, and it has to be pruned every single year. So I record when I'm actually doing stuff here in my garden journal that I wrote. It's on Amazon. You can go to Dennis Wayne Peilecke, P-E-I-L-E-C-K-E, and you can be able to get that. I'm going to try to do some other stuff so it makes it easier to do. But I record everything in here, from pruning of the figs to putting into the garden that you see here. And something new is the peach trees that I'm going to try to take and grow. Once I took and done that, you can see that these are 1 year. You can see that, down here and coming on around. So when you're looking at the prune a fig, you want to be able to get the figs off the tree. And the only way you can do it is if it's high enough for you to get underneath. But not only if it's high enough, but you want to make sure you have branches from last year that will take and grow. Now, when you're looking at a fig, you have little nods here. You can see the little nods that are coming out. That means that's going to be stems that's going to be coming out. These are all nods coming on down. But you want it tall enough where you can get up underneath of it in order to take and get your figs. Every year, I always trim the fig tree up, so that's why if you're looking down here right now, you can see the bigger part right here. That part's bigger because I'm trying to prune it back to that point. So I'm going to go ahead and cut first here. We got this nod here. I'm going to go ahead and put it down there. I'll get it up. I got another nod right there, which you can see. I have another nod right there. We're trying to get it to the point that we can be able to take and do it. Now this here is grown kind of like sideways. I'm going to go ahead this year and prune that back, the bigger portion of it. That way it ran this way, that way we can have it up higher than what it is. So I just pruned that back there. Those are there, like that. My book fell now, sorry about that. Didn't want that to happen, but sometimes it does. So, we are continuing to do the pruning. With that gone, now you can really get up in here, a whole lot more. We can take and come up in here like this, and we can cut all that up like that. These are all new from last year. We don't really need them. We want to make sure that this branch right here, these big ones, are the ones that actually is holding my figs, because the figs get heavy, so it could be an issue. We see that this right here is running to a different way. Let's go ahead and prune that. We see that this here is running a different way. Let's go ahead and prune that out. You have over here as well. Go ahead and prune that out. You have dead right here. We'll prune that out as well. Okay, let's go ahead and do the inside here. I'm going to go ahead and prune it. Over here you're going to get your nods. We're going to have a few nods that's going to come back. Okay, that does that. When you're doing over here, you got some nods. We'll go ahead and prune that back as well. The nods there going on. I mean, when you're taking and doing pruning of the figs, you have to look at during the year what comes out. What comes out cross brace there. Let's go ahead and prune that back. You have 3 good steady things here, okay? And then you got something here. Let's go ahead and prune this back as well. That way. We'll come over here to the nods again to this side. I see a nod right here. I want to cut right before that. That means that's where that's coming from. We see that we have here. I see we got a nod here. Let's go ahead and cut that. And you're looking for nods over here. You go take and do that as well. So that's all coming up great there. Then what I want to do this year, we have the big strength that's here. You want to be able to get up in here to actually prune, not prune, but actually get your figs when they come in. So go ahead and we're going to cut that off because that's a single thing. Basically, when you do this, you want to make sure that you have actually for the bigger part coming off. That's the thing to grow. That's the bigger part you want. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and prune some stuff and you can just watch what I'm doing. So I'm still pruning. Here, I don't know if you can see that there. You see a little thing that's coming out right there, which is great. Using the big pruners for stuff that's bigger than my saw thing. I'm trying to open up everything. Year after year, you take and prune everything up. Alright, I'm going to continue pruning. I gave you the basic thing here. I'm going to continue pruning and then I'll come back and let you see the finished product and tell you what's what.